everybody, and welcome to a video today. If you guys follow my Twitter at all, you would know that I have been planning to make this video for a couple hours now. And it's something that I'm going to get very personal in, so if you guys are not a fan of that, you could probably click away, but if you want to know, like, what's going on and everything, then I recommend you stick around and watch. So, before I begin this video, I'm not naming any names throughout this video. I want to keep it as cordial and respectful as possible. So, yeah. I don't want any, negativity or anything from this video to bounce around and create more unnecessary drama that is already happening in this community. So basically, I'm gonna go over some things that have been going on with the Wizard 101 community, and I'm also gonna go over specifically why I left the Wizard 101 community about a year and a half ago. Because a lot of people are still unsure of why I left so long ago, and what were the reasons why I left. But before I delve deep into that, I want to go over some more personal things that have happened to me in the past, either on YouTube or in my personal life. Now, as you can see, I'm not a beautiful person. I'm not, intelligent. I'm just a human being. I don't want to toot my own horn that, like, oh, I'm so beautiful, like, love me. I'm not a very attractive person, I get that. I'm not a very intelligent person, I get that. But I do have feelings, and that is why I'm going to make this video. Because I see a lot of shit, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cuss, going on in this community, and it really kind of pisses me off. So anyway, let's start out when I was in high school. This is gonna kind of be like, not really a bullying video, but I'm gonna go over some of that content because that is the main focus of what's going on in the community, I think, right now. Our people are misinterpreting the word bullying and the word drama, which again I'm gonna go over more in the remaining of this video. But anyways, so in high school, I was put into a lower grade math class. I was put into, I think, pre-algebra, while most of my friends are already in algebra, like 1. And in that classroom, I had a really stupid teacher, and she literally did not know anything about math. Like, nothing. I would go up and ask her a question, and she'd be like, I don't know, let's just skip it and go to the next one. That is how bad that teacher was. But she wasn't as bad as the students that were in that class. I had students that would come up to me and, call me bitch, call me cunt. They would physically get in my way so I couldn't go sit at my seat. I would wear wrestling t-shirts because I was really into the WWE at the time, and I would wear, like, my wrestling t-shirts that, they sell for merchandise. And the classmates in that class would pick on me because I liked wrestling, and that's not a girl thing, that's only a guy thing. Now again, this is very trivial stuff, but that was the, extent of some of the bullying I encountered. These people have, or I guess did, because I don't know what they're doing with their life anymore, they would literally stalk me in the hallways and try and figure out where my next class was and get in my way. They'd put their hands on me, they would push me, they would step on my feet. It was very physical as well as mental. And, I didn't have many friends in high school, in really any school. I had a couple of them. So, yeah, I've been through bullying myself. I've been through mental, I've been through physical, emotional, I guess, because that leads from mental. So, I've been around the block, so to speak. I know what bullying is like. It's terrible. It makes you feel like crap. It extremely lowers your self-esteem. And it puts you down, and it puts you in this state of depression where you just can't get out of. because you think you're worthless. You know, why are these people picking on me all the time? You know, it's not fair. Why don't they pick on any other people? And so I went to see my school counselor. After some persuasion from my peers, they told me to go talk to a counselor now. I wasn't a very social person. I had really bad social anxiety. I still kind of have bad social anxiety, but not as bad anymore. Especially not as bad as back then. And so I went and I talked to my counselor, and I, you know, spilled out my thoughts and everything that was and experiences that I went through. And there's one thing she said to me that really hit home. And she said, those people that are picking on you right now have even lower self-esteem than you do. That is why they get a high. That's what she said. That is why they get a high on picking on you. She also mentioned that it's possible that they also have a really crappy home life, and maybe some of their own bullying is going on at their own home. And so, you know, they already have super low self-esteem, so they try and pick on the person that has, you know, the lower self-esteem. And because, you know, you're vulnerable. You know, you're a perfect target. So, she also told me what to do, is she told me to ignore them. I was not a person that would physically fight back. I don't like fighting. I hate fighting. I hate confrontation. It scares the living shit out of me. Which is exactly why during all my issues I had on YouTube, I did not want confrontation. That's a whole other story, but I just don't like to get into it because it makes me extremely nervous. I already have high anxiety as it is, and you're throwing me into a position where, you know, I don't know what to do. It's the whole fight or flight thing. So basically what she told me to do is to ignore them. And I did. You know, they would still pick on me, they'd still call me names, they'd still step on my feet, they'd still try and get in my way, but over time, they diverted. And they probably went on to somebody else to pick on. But during that time, I had, again, low self-esteem. And after talking to my counselor, you know, I realized there's usually a reason behind the bullying agenda. They don't just do it to do it. You know, there's always a reason behind it. Now, online now is different because you have the obscurity of being anonymous. And so they don't really know who you are. And so that's a whole other topic. But, you know, it taught me to be strong. And that's technically why a lot of my friends that I did friend back then, you know, they had their own low self-esteem issues, and I attempted to help them in their own issues. Which again also led me to in a lot of issues as well, because I became devoted to helping my friends, and, you know, I didn't really focus too much on myself. But in going through that experience, I think it made me a lot, or more of a stronger person. You know, there's times when I do have low self-esteem, and there's times when, you know, I'm like, oh yeah, I have great self-esteem, you know, I can do anything I want to do. But, you know, there's a time in your life when you just need to step back and go, you know, these people, they have something wrong with them. That's why they're picking on me. It's not me, you know. I'm just there. I'm just the unlucky victim that they decided to pick on. And, you know, there's nothing I can do about it except to ignore them, and eventually they'll go away. Which, you know, I've been following for a very long time. You know, I was bullied on YouTube. I ignored them because I knew they're just a person behind a computer. What could they possibly do? They can find my address, which they have. They can find my phone number, which they have. They can, you know, they can do a lot of things, right? But, you know, I personally wasn't afraid of that because I've been through these experiences before. I know what it's like to go through these certain experiences, and they're not fun. They're not. They're scary, and, you know, they're not fun, but I know deep down that this is the internet. And people will say whatever the hell they want to you to cause a ruse. to cause you to do something about it, to cause you to keep mentioning it in videos, on your Twitter, on Facebook, on live streams. If you mention, like, one thing, like, oh man, guys, I've been getting so much hate today, like, you know, I just can't deal with it anymore. They'll continue to do it because they know that it's affecting you. And this is what I think is happening in this community. Is people keep talking about it. I know I'm talking about it now, which isn't helping. But people keep talking about it. People keep bringing it up. And the haters and the bullies are seeing this, and they're like, oh my god, you know, I'm getting a response. You know, these people, they're picking up on it. I'm really affecting them. Like, I need to keep doing this because you know, it's already in their head. Because they already have a low self-esteem, so they think picking on somebody else is gonna make them feel better about themselves. Anyways, it's confusing as hell. But what I'm trying to say is that this community is totally distorted by the fact that drama and bullying are the same thing. And they're not the same thing. There's people that say, you know, bullying causes drama, and then vice versa, drama causes bullying. I've done a little bit of research. I don't have my phone with me though, I need to go find it. But I'll put pictures up here around this general vicinity explaining the differences between drama and bullying and how they are completely separate issues. In this article you'll read, that I'll post up here and put a link in the description, it mentions that drama is something that every teenager is going to go through, you know, in their own lives, like, around them. And because of the internet, it also has to do with the internet. But with bullying, it's more of a harassment type, and physical type. Again, you know, there's a whole cyberbullying thing too, which is, you know, completely separate. But I think it still falls under the line of, you know, bullying. You know, there's someone that's constantly trying to come after you, and harassment and all that stuff. And if that's seriously happening to you, like right now, you can contact your local authorities and they will track that person down, find their IP address, and, you know, find them. Because I had one person that went so far, for me anyway, when I was on YouTube, to find my location, find my phone number, you know, find out as much as they could about my family, and I think they also found my IP address as well, so they blocked my internet access. I ended up contacting my local authorities, and they, you know, did their own thing, and the person ended up stopping all of that. They tracked the person down. I don't know if they did anything with said person, but ever since, you know, I mentioned to that person that I contacted my local authorities, they immediately stopped. Because they're afraid, right? They already have low self-esteem already, so they're already afraid. So anyways, that's what I did. I also ignored it because it was just petty to me, and that's what I feel like this entire thing is petty. Because people, sorry, this is my fidget spinner. You guys like fidget spinners? They're fun. They just keep bringing it up. And when you keep bringing it up, you keep fighting the, you know, the fire. It's gonna keep building until you just completely douse it out and not talk about it at all, even if it is happening. Even if it's still happening to you. And you bring it up in a public space, you know, they'll see that. And they'll go, oh my gosh, I'm making an impact on this person, I need to keep doing it. You know, it makes me feel good about myself, which obviously it doesn't because it's killing their own self-esteem, but they can't see that because they're in denial already. So that's what I feel like, personally. You know, people don't understand that bullying is separate from drama. It's separate from drama, whether you like it or not. There's many articles about it, how it's completely separate. And again, too, a lot of people think that opinions and facts, they don't tailor towards, like, your own experiences. Like, I guess in my opinion, like, my experiences are facts to me, because I've experienced said facts, said experiences, as opposed to someone who, like, didn't experience anything and it's just an opinion. I don't know, that's also a whole other thing I can go on about, but the point of this video is that in this Wizard 101 community, I left the Wizard 101 community because during that time, there was so much hatred and so much negativity, and I literally just wanted to block it all out. Because a person can only take so much negativity before they, crack. And so I was at that point where I'm like, oh my god, I can't do this anymore. Like, this is so stupid. It's stupid. I'm sorry. This entire thing that's going on right now between certain people, it's stupid. It's stupid, guys. It's so stupid. You're fighting over a child's game. Yes, I know said people did bad things, but we've all done bad things in our life. And yes, I don't necessarily like said person, but, am I bullying them? No. Am I harassing them? No. I'm living my life how I want to live it. I go to work every day for 8 hours a day. I live my life. I just think this entire thing that's going on in this community is the same reason why I left a year and a half ago, because it was the same crap. And it's still going on, and it pains me to see it like this, because I remember when it was this bad, when really I was the only, I'm not gonna say I was the only, because I wasn't, but when I went through my own drama with said people, so, I know what it's like to be bullied, and I hate people that say, oh, you don't know what I go through on a daily basis. Yeah, I don't know what you go through on a daily basis, but, I mean, if you're saying you're being bullied, then, I'm gonna know what you're going through on a daily basis, because I went through it myself. I did. But I do believe that by going through my bullying on a daily basis, I become a stronger person, and that's the one thing that the bullies don't know, is that by them bullying you, you need to become the bigger person and the better person. You need to completely ignore them, you need to completely shut them out of your life, block them, whatever. Get them out of your life completely. Focus on your friends that do care about you, that do love you. Your in real life friends, your online friends that you've talked to before and, are really, really good friends with. And wouldn't go behind your back and do stuff. And just stick to that, because negativity just brings everything down. And it's not good. And I don't think that this community needs any more negativity. I mean, heck, even Wizard 101 tweeted, I still can't believe they did this, but they tweeted that in every community there's a few bad eggs. Which I thought was interesting, because I've never heard of that coming from another gaming company before. So it must be pretty bad on their end. Maybe they need to fix their reporting system. Wink, wink. Yeah, I'm not even gonna get on that, but that's already a whole other issue. But yeah, it's so petty that what these people are arguing about, and, I don't take sides. I don't like taking sides, because I don't know all the facts. I only know my facts. I only know my opinions. I only know, what I went through in my personal life. And I know that after going through all of it, I have the experience to help others with their own, well, not really. I don't want to say that, because then people are going to be coming to me for advice on their, personal situations, and I really don't want to get, that deeply involved. But if you guys do have, serious questions, and you're going through something, really tough at home or school or wherever, you need to talk to somebody, because they can help you, and, that's why I thank my counselor at school for wanting to listen to my issues that I went through. That was a whole other process. My friends literally had to drag me there. But, yeah. I mean, just the whole issue with, I don't know. It's just, it needs to stop, because I'm getting sick of it, and I'm honestly at this point where I literally just want to leave Wiz again. I'm honestly thinking about just limiting my friends list to certain friends, and really not accepting any more friends, because I don't know what I still like the game. The game is fun. It's nostalgia for me. Yes, I do think it's still going downhill, because, with, the lack of graphic updates and all that, I feel like they can improve that. I don't know. It's just, this entire thing is so dumb. Because I see it all over my Twitter, and I'm honestly getting really sick and tired of seeing the same stuff by the same people. And they'll say like, oh, well, you know, I'll make a post about ranting, and then, you know, I won't make another post again, and the next day they actually legit post another post about them ranting, saying the same exact thing. And it's like, I don't want to see this. Like, I want to follow you because I enjoy your content and I enjoy what you're doing, but I don't want to see that. So, I don't know. I guess I need to, like, get rid of it, or, like, ignore or something. I don't know if you can do that on Twitter or not. But anyways, the moral of the story, guys, is there's a difference between bullying and drama. There's a difference between it. And it's, you know, cited in many different sources. And, you know, bullying happens everywhere. Happens in person, happens on the internet, and you just need to be the stronger person. Don't acknowledge the bullies. Don't say, oh, well, thank you guys so much for helping me in the community, and I mean, I guess you could say that, but it's kind of sort of hinting at the fact that you're being bullied, or like someone will comment something about like, oh, you're such a victim, I need to support you more, but then the bullies will see that and go, oh my god, I need to keep doing it. So just don't acknowledge them, ignore them. Yes, I know that's hard to do. I know a lot of people say you have to stand up to them, but you can't really stand up to somebody that already has such low self-esteem. Because what you're doing is, you're standing up to them, yes, that's all good, because you're helping said person, but you're really not helping said person, because the person who's getting bullied, the bullies are gonna go, oh my god, look, I'm getting attention, I need to keep doing it. And it doesn't go anywhere. It's like an endless circle that just doesn't stop. So what I did is I completely ignored, I blocked, I shut out, and I went away for a year. Like, you don't have to do what I did, but I mean, I feel like in that instance, it helped me to form a different perspective towards, like, other people? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm getting really, like, rambly now, because I've been at work for a long time, and I'm tired. But, yeah, I'm getting sick of it, and whether you hate me or love me or whatever, you know, that's your opinion, and I really don't care, like, what you think of me. I just felt like I need to get this video out because I wanted to really put the stamp on what the difference is between bullying and drama, because they're like, oh, it's the same thing, because the bullying causes the drama, and it's not. And everybody needs to man up, or woman up, or transgender up, or whatever gender fluidity you are, and just say, you know what, I'm bigger than this. I don't give a crap of what they're saying. Yes, they're hurting me. What can I do to stop this without shouting them out or complaining about them every time I live stream, or every time I post a video, every time I'm on Twitter? You know, what can I do? And that's where you go to Google, because Google is your friend. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. I know it was pretty long, but I've been meaning to make one of these videos for a very long time, and I delved into a little bit of my past myself. And again, like, if you are getting bullied, talk to somebody. Whether it be your mom, dad, counselor, grandma, friend, whatever. Like, talk to somebody, and maybe they can help you come up with some ideas to try and alleviate it. And for those that, like, know people that are getting bullied, you know, go and see if you can help them in any way possible. I know it's hard, because you really don't want to, like, delve too far deep into their own problems, because I feel like this is something that said person who's being bullied kind of has to deal with on themselves. Yeah, that's always the weird part to draw the line, is when should you help, you know, said person? Because when I was getting bullied, I didn't really have much help. I learned to deal with it by myself, and yes, it hurt, but again, it made me a stronger person in the end. So it's like, well, thank you, bullies. Thanks for making me a stronger person than I am now, or than I was. Yeah, I just said that right. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend. I love to hear your thoughts on this situation in the comments. Yeah, just I mean, I can't tell you what to do, but just try and keep the negativity to, like, a down low, and try and post, like, more positive things and exciting things and stuff like that. That'd be really cool. That'd be really nice. But, yeah. I feel better now that I got that off my chest. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all later. Bye.